Field here in downtown Cleveland. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
At 24. Now let's go.
He'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got McKenzie. It's complete. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cybert's extra point is true. And the Browns will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 35 yards. From the 35, it's first and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And the Chargers have the first down. Here's Dobbins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. He'll give it to Dobbins. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Chargers. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, Give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
This is it. Out.
On 1st and 10, here's Watson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Hey, alert. Hey, 31. Set.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off play action, here's Watson. Going deep downfield for Jeudy. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A run with Dobbins. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
38 yards on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
The man in motion here is Chark. Herbert now on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Now Herbert throwing on second down. And that is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's taken in. And he will score. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, L.A.
Cameron Dicker for the extra point.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now the veteran, it's Nyheim Hines. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action. Watson. That's for the former Bronco. It's Jerry Jeudy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
A gain there of 23 yards. It's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
What's that?
Off the bootleg, here's Watson. This is brought in downfield by Jeudy. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Alert, alert! What's that?
Watson going to give it to Chubb. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
What's that?
Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Here's 3rd and 2.
Reset. Line up, go.
He'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Browns draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now it's Dobbins. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Dobbins, and man, you got to feel good for him. I mean, his time in Baltimore was just riddled with significant lower body injuries. To see him healthy, and he has gotten off to a fast start, and this is the player that everyone around the league knew he was capable of being. He just needed to stay healthy. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. In trouble, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run. This is Hines. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go with Chubb. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Set.
A play fake. Now Watson to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Cleveland.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Down him, go. Down him, go.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete...
That one intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top, as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. The throw is going to be caught, and it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Watson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. Davis to return it. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, L.A.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone?
This one intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Now Chubb. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 11 yards on the connection there. It's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. This one is caught by McKenzie.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd and a yard.
26.
Fake the handoff. Now Watson. That one complete to Moore. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Chargers have it. Into space. He's to midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the first down. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his 2nd touchdown of the game, and 17 for the season. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean,
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Chubb. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. McKenzie with the reception. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make...
Oh, no, that is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick six or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
On first down, it's Watson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Shotgun snap to Watson. He's going to tuck it and go.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off play action, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Checking it down, this one is caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. To throw is Watson. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. A pickup there of 13. First down, Cleveland.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Cleveland. They'll go for 2 as Watson brings the Browns to the line.
The Browns will line
Blitz
up.
coming. He'll throw it. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Set. Go.
Here's Dobbins. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown Chargers. It is his third touchdown of the game. And 18 now on the season. And make it a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Play action. Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Watson now on third down. That's complete. McKenzie with it. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's complete Some more on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Watson to throw again. Downfield for Njoku. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Still on the move. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. And that